Hypersport impromptu jizzy. And welcome to Silverstone for Trax 2021, perhaps the largest modified car show in the country and one of the largest in the world. You may have already seen my video of capturing cars arriving, and now we're heading into the show for an in-depth look at the cars, to look around them and what modifications they have done. I'm on the lookout for some quirky stuff, some sticker showcases, some neons, some chasers. Hopefully there's some chasers, so enjoy the video. This is now a queue of the public cars, some that maybe didn't get in, including a 370Z, and apparently a white chaser that's just pulled into the car park. So I'm also in there in my 350Z. I've decided not to display it because it was dirty. So let's have a look at the chaser and then go into the main show. You can tell that I got here early because I am only the 5th car in the lineup, so I'm right at the front of the car park. And the 370Z is actually making quite a lot of noises. There's even a Tommy Mackinnon Evo in the public car park. And there's a rather custom GT86 pulling around the corner. The Civic made us look. But what made us look even more is this E36 Ute. And just around from this slightly tweaked Bentley, we have the white chaser that we saw pulling in, still idling away. Ah, right. This is the queue to get in. So we're in, and whilst everyone's heading over the bridge, I want to see what's down here because there's an NYPD police or cop car. So I think we go under the tunnel and around. Or maybe we don't.
Oh yeah!
Oh, it's Boris. So here is Boris, the Micra GTR, getting all the attention due to its new spoolie boy that has been installed. And here is the NYPD police car. It's crazy, there is a massive panda in the back. What's your name, mate? What have you done? Why are you in the back of the car? What's your crime? He's already in his prison outfit. This C3 Cactus is just parked in the complete wrong location, facing a direction that's unusual to the rest. In fact, the Fiesta's done the same. We have this Golf with rather unusual louvres in the rear window. Not sure why that design has been chosen, and the front arch is new. There's a VXR8 in grey with pink wheels. I don't think I've ever seen a VXR8 with something like pink wheels on. So there's actually quite a few of these today. I think there's a bit of a club meet going on. You've got the Colt, the Evo, and then this Volvo in like a pearlescent turquoise. So whilst these vents don't vent, this one does. And just around we've got the Volvo Prancing Moose as something diesel drives by. Around the rear it's got quite a beefy rear bumper and a little ducktail lip on it as well. I can hear a revving Lamborghini Huracan at the top. And further around, this E36 seems to have forgotten his rear bumper. And whilst the exhaust initially looks huge, well, it's not, but it is quite easy to guess what this car is predominantly used for. And around the front it's a little less pink and a little bit more obvious as to what it gets up to, similarly to his friend. I suppose the arch has been rubbed on so often that they've just kind of rusted off. The BMW is inviting us for a game of colourful chess, and the Mini is a self-proclaimed ginge. And just around from the rear end of this MX-5 is this rear end of a Citroen C2. We've got the holes in the rear bumper for better ventilation, wide arches, canards on the rear, as well as presumably on the front as well. The large spoiler, large cannon, what you talking about? And just as crazy around the front too. Hello, Jackie! And now this Mercedes is a fake limo. Well, it's not strictly true, it's a real limousine, but in the style of the fake taxi logo, even with a fake taxi sign on it, that actually does say fake taxi on it. So it's a Mercedes limousine with some kind of colourful splodges all the way around it, like a psychedelic cow. Also, neighbouring a Skoda with some asymmetrical shapes and a little rubber ducky on its dashboard. Look at him with his trendy hat. The Fiesta has a rather unusual front splitter. And talking front splitters, on this Clio we have some Star Wars characters on its front splitter, including a rubber ducky that's been employed as a stormtrooper. We come around here, we have a Safi Cosworth in a Castrol livery. There's also this pickup truck, which is a Ford Cortina. So of course it is a Ford P100, this one the L, which is the longer wheelbase, but with a Ford's Duratec ST engine, hence the ST in the Cortina badge. And next door is this Peugeot pickup, which has a V6 under the bonnet, and you'll notice it's got various patches sewn into the interior. A single bucket and a sponge on the floor doesn't scream detailer to me. Sometimes cars in their original specification with their original bumpers don't provide as much cooling as needed when you do some engine modification. So all you need to do to solve that is drill various holes into the front end. Whilst it doesn't have a Mazda badge, I have managed to do it within the Mazda badge, so it could have a Mazda badge, but it doesn't have a Mazda badge. And well, this is a first. It's not a sticker that I sell myself yet, but bring Niels back on the Seat. Let me know if you want to see stickers, because we need to bring them back. There are a lot of pink cars here today. I think pink is the colour of the moment. And you'll notice that this club is really celebrating their PT Cruiser right in the middle with the wheels posed. And a modified Audi kids toy with no car to match. Now I speak of liveries, we've got Martini, Castrol and Marlboro. All that's missing now is Renown. There's an electrifying E46 in yellow next to a Sora. They thought they could sneak a 996 turbo in the line-up of Evos. Just shove it in the back corner, no one will notice. Day 46, they still don't know I am not a Mitsubishi Evo. Well, there it is. I seem to have ended up back out of the VXR8 with the pink wheels, who's been providing some revolutions. It's turn for the cold with Woody and Buzz Lightyear hanging from the rear. Oh, we've even got Jungle Skog in the back of the Rover. It's providing the revs. This Subaru seems a little sus. Oh, someone's horny. Maybe this section is full of like cuddly toys. There's Stitch and Tigger and a bag of crisps. And there's an apocalyptic car with skulls all the way around and some kind of metal panels all the way down. It's a little bit rusty too, and what look like machine guns on the roof. Its rear bumper's been made out of a tyre, and apparently it's called the Warbaroo. We are seeing signs in action as pink turns into green. So we're going to venture around the back here purely because I have found another white Toyota Chaser. We counted 17 when I was last here. I don't think there's going to be that many today. And I'm always on the lookout for unusualities, and I can see a slanted chimney, so he's obviously climbing on top of something. Oh yes, some drift wheels. So we've got the Red Bull energy drink displaying its arch gap, and he is parked up on top of the set of wheels, probably for the E36. There's even a yellow Lycan Hypersport in this show, and this purple wide-body 350Z with twin oil coolers and some of the most extreme headlights I've seen on a 350 before. Oh look, it's Adam C. And you know what? I approve of these guys, the Sugar Skull Car Club. So we've got the Wild Mark 2.5 Focus RS, bit of a monster livery. And then with the Sugar Skull Club we have the Skull and the Max Power Vauxhall Astra. So we did a quick walk around this at the recent Max Power reunion show. You can see the speaker system in the back just about, there you go. And this is not the only Max Power car on stand, because just beyond Jizzy, the Jizzy Jazz, we have the Max Power Civic. And just beyond this section we have a couple of themes cars. So this one is a Kinder Fez, and then we've got the Coca Corsa. Avoiding any kind of trademark issues, they have swapped them to the names of the cars. And you'll notice that this Golf is actually only half of a Golf, because it's a trailer for the back of his Golf. And over here we have Lucy, Catherine, Caroline, Mabel, Joanne, Harriet and Anna. Not forgetting Emily on the back here. So this whole section has their anime girls on show. All of the cars have followed that same theme. So we see them a lot, and now we've got a whole section devoted to the anime styled cars. In fact, what they're called, Baka Senpai. Yes. And here we have Tigger with Tigger and Tigger on the engine. And next to this Daihatsu 4-track, you'll notice this Golf. And if you come round to the front of the Golf, you'll notice it's also a trailer to be pulled by a Golf. And check this out for a bit of a rarity, a bit of a scrappage scheme survivor, the Renault 17 Turbo. And I did see a lot of Mark V Supras coming into the show, so there will be a lot of them today. This Fiesta has heard something absolutely hilarious. Joker themed cars are really becoming a trend at the moment as well. So we've got Joker themed cars, pink cars as well. You've got a pink S14 over there too. It's quite a cool atmosphere at the moment, or good vibes, as they like to say, with the sound of drifting in the background. Oh, wow. Is that an exhaust in the back of your car, or are you just happy to see me? I never realised how strong the Hulk really is. He can lift the bonnet of a Honda Civic. The 200SX is saluting the world with both wipers. This Calibra goes brum brum and brap brap. When asked to display their club stand name, these guys had a rather abrupt response. We have a couple of drift cars on show, the E46 and the S14, and see if you can guess the theme for this section, other than the R32. A lot of white Japanese cars, including a white Toyota Chaser, the third one of the day. We've got the Midnight Purple 32 next to it, and opposite we have Bad Taste Racing with their E46 compacts and a diesel Vauxhall Amiga drift car. But I've kind of been rushing this section because I've been told to go over to the other half of the circuit because there's a rev off about to happen in about 20 minutes, so we should have a look at that. So over to the other side, and we're looking for the Flash Cars UK stand. But on our way to the Flash Cars stand, by the mud, we have this very remarkable section, all of these Vauxhalls in the same colour, just a sea of blue, of Vauxhall Ashers, Corsas and anything in between that came in the same colour. And then we have next door a black Vauxhall section with a lineup of Australian Vauxhalls, so we've got the Monaro and a big lineup of VXR8s. I said there were loads here today, and here they all are. So I think they're going to be doing a rev off just after Flash Cars UK's rev off. So we kind of hover around here and we're going to get some proper scenes, some content. Nailed it. I'm looking for some stand names. I don't think this is the section I need to be in. But we do have a Harley Quinn, as in Harley Quinn rather than Harlequin, BMW. So we've got the blue and the red matching her hair. Well, I failed. The rev off is happening as we speak and it's nowhere near here. So the pops and bangs and revs and sounds and smokes and scenes are actually happening up there. Oh, there's a flamingo. Oh, there's another flamingo. There's a dancing Claire on the top of the bank. Things I do for revolutions. So the Civic's doing one. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. The Civic's still doing its revs. The Clio is still dancing. Liking the appropriate merch. Yeah, quite a nice lineup of 4 S14s, S15 on the end, and I think there's some more sounds from a Fiesta with a spoiler. But whilst that happened, I can actually hear the V8 rev battle happening over there, so it's in memory of one of their members of the Team Black Club, or the Black Vauxhalls. So I need to run back over there again. I've made it. Right, what have I missed? Not much. We're still going. Most of this rev battle and most of the other one, but now we can just calm down and have a look at the rest of the cars in this section because that's what we're here for. Although we do have a Renault Megane RS revving as well. This Cube has a spoiler, and this MX-5 has wing mirrors, as in mirrors that are actually on the wings, and some impromptu mods being done. I can't remember, is this the 4th white chase of the day? I think it is. Parked in front of another boosted barge, another JZX Mark II. Oh look, we have mini, and quite a lot of these minis give you a chance to play a game of what's inside your car. Today we have a pig and eels! Another one in pink, and another one in pink, and another one in pink just up there. And further down here we've got another modified Citroen C2 with the bonnet flap up to display, well, an engine. There's a bit of a hidden gem around here. We have a Celine Mustang. Wow, that's quite the understated hero of the day. Well, there's a Nismo Juke with a spoiler and quite a lot of details all the way around it. And a GTR with a few coloured details, including the windscreen. Talking of colours, check out the LEDs. Oh, someone made a mistake. And as if one blue crew wasn't enough from Vauxhall, we have another section full of blue Vauxhalls. But I really love the colour on this M140i. It's like a pearlescent peach. There's a wide-body E46 too, which is just beyond a slammed Dodge Challenger. So along here we have another Chaser, which is obviously crowded around because they're amazing. We've got the R33 and a slammed BMW 5 Series next to a very luminous M1 something I. So I was sat in the queue to get some food for about 5 minutes, and for all of those 5 minutes there was what sounds like an RB just sat on the limiter straight, and it's still going, so I've just given up with the food. I'm going to see what's going on. By the time I get there they're going to stop or be told to stop, so we see what we can do. I won't run this time. In fact, I can't hear it anymore. I think I might have missed it. Well, we do have another pink car, this one an Escort with the aero discs looking fantastic. Very famous car, this one. I may have missed my space in the queue for nothing, but at least we do have the lineup of the BMW E30 M3 celebrating 30 years. So we start off with red, we've got black with the golden wheels, white, black, white, white, black. Looks like a really dark grey. And apparently today we can go camping. There seems to be something of a campsite all lined up, all these transporters. We've got the Petronas edition, we've got like a Nardo grey, we've got this wrap again, which again makes some nice patterns in the tarmac. And what we also have is this Mustang, which is actually an E63 AMG underneath, and I'm not lying, that is genuinely what it is. Parked within a section of supercars and performance German whips. And feast your eyes on this wide body Supra, displaying all its gleaming engine, the 2J looking wonderful, and then moose juice on the rear. And then we have this Mercedes SLS Roadster with 4 hedgehogs on its dashboard. But here we have something that I really enjoy looking around. This Skoda has many colours, a bit like a rusty Harlequin car. Even the wheels have duo colours on it. It's got the large mouth on the front. There's many words to look at, like ratty and got woods and tweety, and then like an artistic scene with a little cow or similar. And here's the question, does it have the most toast flames? And on first inspection this BMW looks like another member of the pink crew, but no it's not. So whilst the dust of the drift cars is kind of falling on this area, we're going to have a look at the trade section, because that's where a lot of some of the best cars of the show are, and I know there's quite a few to look at. There's a very bright yellow Mark IV Supra and a Ford F100 with a turbo on show, so yeah, that's not standard. We also have a boosted barge, and it could have been some of this section that we're revving earlier that I missed. And we have another pink machine, S15. Everyone's making their cars pink. And we have a minty R33, we've got the Fiesta, a Focus RS, and another pink car. And what do you know, another pink S15. I'm not complaining, by the way, I love pink cars. I really want to own a pink Cadillac one day. What kind of colour is this GTR? It's like a satin white? That's not a wrap I've seen before. Don't know how we can see out the window. Oh look, we've also got the Lasagna Ferrari 360 next to an R34 GTR with 716 brake horsepower. Now this is a pretty cool section of modified cars. There's a modified Tesla Model X, there's an unmodified 812 Superfast, and we have the wide body 350Z. And have you ever seen a Huracan in this spec? I bet you haven't, unless it was this one. I've seen this one before. Literally all I need to do is just walk through this section. You've got like the modified Maguire's S-Type. Crazy car, British racing green, really like that. Supra in front of it, a slammed and stance Fiesta, a wide body C63, a wide body GTR, even a Citroen C4 Cactus with a bike on the roof. A very modified Vauxhall Astra. I'm liking this one. I've actually seen this car many times before in its various states that it has been in, and this is its new specification, the kind of sparkly white with high-vis details. Next to a camo green Clio, we've got the E92 M3, we've got the candy red wide body E46. Then there's a very bright green Golf, there's a 720S, an M2 GTR, all sorts, even an early Skyline next to an R32, and a remarkably clean FC RX-7, massive spoolie boy on show. So at each of these shows, Auto Finesse seem to pick out some of the best cars in the scene to display on their stand, and you can get a kind of glimpse, an example as to what kind of cars are on show, because they've all been crowded around and they're all very modified. Even the Mark II Escort here in like a bronze colour, looking really nice. Got the Cosworth engine as well, and a cream egg helmet in the passenger seat. With a very inspirational sticker on the four-door R34. There's the Wax GR being waxed, and a Max Power Corsa. Let's get a shot with the suds. There you go, Corsa and the suds. There's even this high-vis A45 with the aero discs. We've got this slammed E36, Mark I Focus RS as well, and this Bentley Continental GT with a Volkswagen Passat body kit. And by the 350Zs in the bins, there's another JZX100 and an R32 with wide arches in carbon fibre. So since visiting that section with some of the best cars of the show, I actually started hearing more revs similar to what I heard earlier, so I'll probably miss it again. We've got the lifted Subaru, and what sounds like to be happening now is some E63 AMG revs. So we'll wander over, we'll see what we can capture. There's another octopus, he's not happy. We've got the wide body E92, we've got the Chevy truck, the S14 in grey with some bright blue details inside, and a very clean Civic as well. Right, I can hear AMG revs. So like me, the crowds are slowly wandering over because AMGs all sound the same as each other. Tell you what, this Mustang would sound exactly like that, so I thought it was going to be in the Mustang. So we got the new one versus the old one. I say new, it's a few years old. There sounds to be some kind of V6 giving some revs, or maybe VR6. There we go, some VR6 noises from the goal. I think everyone's waiting for some revs from the McLarens. We've got three 720Ss all warming themselves up to have a rev or maybe flame battle. Well, I've never seen that before on the McLaren. Well, okay, all together now. Back it up. Dark, because those flames is ringing, and so are my ears. Well, have you ever seen a supercar do that before? I think the red one had the nicest sound, but the flames on that, and on that, and on the red one, they were amazing. I can smell melted plastic and burnt fuel. That's all it is. But after that, shall we say, grand finale from Trax at Silverstone, I'm going to end the video now. We've got a loud Dacia Sandero driving by, and this nice Mark 1 Golf at the top of the car park, so I'm heading back to my car. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry about the wind, but I can't really control that. Go follow me on Instagram for the updates and highlights about these things that I do, and pictures and behind the scenes action. But for now, thanks for watching.